I came to Ohio every summer as a kid to visit my grandma. When I think of my childhood, the summers I spent at grandma's house are some of the first things that come to my mind. No siblings, no cousins, just me and grandma. And we didn't really do much, but summers here are still some of my best memories. Now, every time I come back, I try to soak up the feeling of being here as much as possible. Soak up the time I get to spend here now that trips have turned from weeks in the summer to just short trips throughout the year. So this summer, while visiting grandma's, I decided to get some of it on camera.
What y'all do with that remote? Jordy,
Yes, Granny.
Jennifer outside.
Yes. Visit places we used to go to when I was a kid. Hear some new stories about my grandma's childhood. Cook some meals together.
Don't burn up my skillet.
I just try to be more intentional with my visits now and be present in the moments that I get to spend here. What's the next?
Jordy wants to see all this stuff she used to do when she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But she's no longer a kid now. Time is flying too fast.
Gonna be 23 this year in a couple
23.
months.
Mm-hmm. September the 6th.
Yep. You've been a grandma for 23 years.
Sure have.
Grandma was never really the super active grandma, so our activities together were always just very laid back and chill. They were just very grandma things. Like going to the park so I could ride my bike while she sat and watched. What are they doing there?
Yeah.
Because where was it that I used to
Right there. We used to park right there, and then you used to ride.
It wasn't
the bike.
right here.
Yes, it was. We used
I
to-
thought it was up by where the bathrooms were.
No, we did that too. We did both of those. Did this turn here? We turned here.
We'll find out.
We had to go by the water. You ain't no help.
Well,
Oh, here's the bathroom.
this part doesn't really look that different.
Yeah. And then you would get up at the park, and you would get on your bikes, and y'all ride up around there. There's a place to ride up around there.
You didn't even park in a parking spot.
I know, that's what I said. All this space out here, and I gotta park like that. I didn't even pull up to the thing.
I know, you're not in a spot.
This way seniors park.
I guess so.
Make sure you say this is why she parked in between, because she's a senior and she's gonna on a crutch.
I'll be sure to include that.
You think?
During the week, she was always one of the first people in line to pick me up from summer camp. And she'd always let me go to McDonald's afterwards to get a 50-cent ice cream cone whenever I wanted. Every week, I'd go to the Y with her while she did her water aerobics classes. You used to bring me to water aerobics every...
Yeah, Jordy, you remember this? You used to come to water aerobics with your grandma.
And on 4th of July, she would always take me to the Marion's and McDonald's parking lot to watch the fireworks.
Best parking spot is to try to get on the end,
Why on the end?
so you get out quicker.
So we'll park here. People would put their chairs
Chairs
and stuff
everywhere.
all along here.
Uh-huh.
And the fireworks would be up there. But other than that, we were just chilling in the house together. I was back watching TV in the room while she was out in her chair watching her TV. Then we'd come together sometimes and watch some of our favorite movies like Home Alone or Parent Trap. But she was usually always watching one of three things: 2.5 Men, Reba, or Everybody Loves Raymond. And of course the stories, every day at 12 o'clock. And once I got a little bit older, I'd be right out there with her, trying to keep up with what the Newmans and the Abbotts were doing. A lot of Sundays, she dragged me out of bed to go to church with her, and I remember there'd always be donuts in the basement before service. What's the name of the church?
Mount Moriah.
Mount Moriah.
Okay, that's the church.
That's the church.
Okay, now where else you want to go? We had to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, and the CVS.
Yeah.
You need to get your windshield wipers. You need to get you some windshield wipers.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I was doing like that. And it ain't good for your motor. See, this is it right here. They have cut it down. But it's still a full grocery store.
And I loved going to the grocery store with her because, unlike my mom, she wouldn't tell me no about getting something. She just let me put it in the basket. We also loved going to this really good donut shop where we'd go in and pick out a dozen assortment. I think it's interesting how easy I can remember my summers here. They're some of the easiest memories for me to recall, and I'm sure there's something psychological about that. Good old Sam Cooke. Turned away down low.
You got a shadow of a woman.
That's where it's at, pretty baby.
What you know about the blues? Repeating what he's saying.
That's where it's at. Oh yeah. Oh, and let me tell you this one thing.
Blues tell a story.
Yeah.
They don't just say anything. They tell a story, and mostly it's speaking of how a man has done a woman in her lifetime.
That's all songs. That song still. All songs are about love or heartbreak.
Love, no. I mean, not like the blues. Blues really tell it as it was. Long then, these men just thought they had to have more than one woman. Well, they do it now too, but back then, they had more one woman at a time. All of them had more than one woman at a time.
And she says, yes, I know, but just stay 1 minute more. That's where it's at. I'm gonna play that song at my wedding.
You getting ready to get married?
No, whenever the wedding comes, I'm going to play it there.
Way too long, because I need a great grandchild.
But you can't just be satisfied with the grandchildren you got. You need greats.
I am satisfied with the grandchildren that I got.
You need greats before you die. I don't know. You plan on being around another 8 to 10 years.
Don't get too old before you have kids.
30 isn't old.
Just like when your mama's 30, then when your child turns 18, you'll be in your 50s.
That's okay. You still got a lot of life to live after 50.
When the Lord gets ready for you to have a baby, you're going to have it.
I agree. I'm not
trying to... He don't want you to have a baby for some reason.
I agree, but I don't think he want me to have one right now. Memories here are just majorly good. It's definitely a part of why I know how to spend time with myself. I spent so much time back in my grandma's room by myself, and I was okay. I enjoyed myself, and I think I enjoy or am content with just being in the house and chilling because I used to do it all the time with my grandma.
Because she done turned into a vampire?
No, she passed out in the woods.
Yeah, that was crazy for her to go in the woods in the first place.
This place was a big part of my childhood, and it's where I felt the most carefree. My mom was home, but was, of course, a lot more disciplined. Grandma's is where I could sit in the back and watch TV all day, where I could go to her kitchen at any time of night and get a snack, because it was always stocked. It's where I had my bin of toys that stayed in the corner until I returned the next summer, where Grandma used to grow a garden with tomatoes and cucumbers, where you rarely have to run to the store for anything because she probably had it. Grandma's house just had everything. It's where a picture that I painted when I was maybe 3 or 4 years old is still hanging on her wall almost 20 years later. And that can be said about so many things in this house. Taking it down,
Nope,
it's
it ain't gonna come down.
it's permanently there.
That's right. Long as grandma's living.
Yep. It's gonna stay on that wall.
That's right. How old were you then, Jordan?
I don't remember making it, so I don't know.
That's how old she was.
Only reason I remember it is because it's here all the time.
And it's got her name on it.
Yeah. If it didn't have my name, I wouldn't know I did it. I used to feel slightly cheated because I didn't have a bigger family. I didn't grow up with a bunch of siblings or cousins to hang out with. And I felt like I was missing out on something, especially during the times that I spent here. But now that I'm older and thinking back, I'm understanding now that that's just how it was meant to be. I got my more active, upbeat summer experiences when I went to visit my dad, but I was blessed to have been able to develop a one-on-one relationship with my grandma as her only granddaughter. And even though things have changed, we were able to develop a bond that still exists today. And now that I'm older, our relationship has shifted from her putting so much of her attention into me to me putting more of an interest into her. Helping her out more when she needs it, doing little things to spend time with her, and just taking more of an interest into her life and learning more about her childhood.
A favorite memory, though. I do have a favorite memory.
Let's hear it.
In the country, we didn't have running water in the sinks at the beginning. And we had a well. Best taste of water you ever did want to taste. We had an outhouse where you go outside down the path, get it on the toilet that they had built out there. Dug a hole, you dig a hole, they dug a hole, deep hole. And then we would go out, if you had to go to the bathroom, you go outside and you get on that toilet out there. The outhouse, called outhouse. You ever heard of outhouse?
Yeah, but
That's not bad.
did they have ambulances? Like y'all?
No. Are you kidding?
So how'd y'all get to the hospital if y'all needed to?
We had cars.
You had to drive?
Yeah. Unless you want to die,
Came and got the body when somebody died.
throw it in the back seat and took it up.
You serious?
No, that's a joke.
Oh. These summers were calm. They were carefree, slow, gentle, just filled with love. They really nurtured me as a child and shaped a lot of who I am today. Grandma's had a feeling to it that no other place had. Again, Grandma's made up a big part of my childhood. No parents, no cousins, no siblings, and that honestly explains so much. I love coming back here. To come back to a place that's the same every time I come. A place that feels like home to everyone in the family, but for different reasons. That feeling only exists at Grandma's house, and it's special. And I'm glad my brother gets to experience that feeling as well. We're 9 years apart, so his memories don't run as deep as mine, but still 14 years of coming here and having intimate moments. Where we always go home with something that Grandma let us have. Where we picked up the habit of eating cereal as a late night snack. Where we've grown up coming to and always get that feeling of being home as soon as we walk through the door. Not everyone gets to experience something like that, but we'll always have the memories that we've created here. And now we'll always have this footage, and I'm so grateful for that.